and thank you for joining me today in this video. Now this is a special video. I will be harvesting vegetables, various vegetables from around the garden area to make a special dish, and this special dish is called Pepperpot. So this very video will be in two parts, and the first part will be the harvest of the various vegetables and herbs that are required, and I believe I'll have most of the vegetables except for one or two. For Pepperpot, I like some pumpkin, so unfortunately the squash bugs, they destroyed my pumpkin and table squash. They also destroyed the butternut also. I had some butternut. Luckily I did harvest some butternut in the earlier in July. Now we are at the end of July, so those plants are no longer exist. So I'm gonna start here at this trellis, and one of the main ingredients I'll be using for my pepper pot will be the long squash. Okay, so these here, they're nice and ready to go. For starters, I will be harvesting maybe the largest one perhaps would be this one here. So I'll start off with this one. Okay, so let me go ahead and cut it. It will be a relief for the trellis because they're quite weighty. Okay, so this whole entire squash will be utilized in my pepper pot. So pepper pot is really a soup consisting of vegetables or stewed vegetables. Some of the main ingredients are okra, squash, eggplant, spinach, pumpkin, or butternut squash. And usually people, they add their meat, chicken, turkey necks, or whatever. Now this will be a vegan version of the pepper pot. So here now, first I have my long squash. Okay, it's called various names in various cultures. They have variations of this too, like the opo or oboe squash. But you know, they're variations, but they all have the similar or like taste. So next, let's move to see what we're gonna go to do next. And perhaps we're gonna go to the beans. Some people add beans, some don't, but I like black-eyed peas. So let's go harvest some black-eyed peas next. All right, so next we are going to harvest our black-eyed peas. Let me take one as a sample just to, let's see what we have here. Just gonna shell this first one. Okay, so these are the black-eyed peas. One of the key thing is you have to have them in some sort of trellising, so that's very important. So I'm just going to go ahead and harvest them. Now these can be harvested green and be used as green beans when the seeds are not fully developed. However, I left them here this long that they dried, so I'll be using them in the pepper pot. Okay, so let's just keep harvesting, and this is going to be great because the more you harvest, the general rule, the more the plants will produce. So I'm just going to go through and get the ones that are dried and mature, and I'll be using those in the dish. It's all up around by the squash vine. So this is just one area where they are cultivated. There are other areas, so be sure getting those also. They're long overdue for harvesting, especially these ones that are dried. Okay, let's make our way over. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get these also. So now so far I have what, 2 ingredients? So I have 2 ingredients and we will be making our way around for the other ingredients. Okay, now notice I'm using the scissors because even where the harvest is taking place, there are flowers at those points. Like here, see there's a flowers that's appearing. So I'm carefully cutting the beans from the plant without having to damage the flowers or the existing younger beans that are on the plant. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one. All right, so I think this is it for this area. Actually not, here's some misses right here. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Okay. I think. Okay, here's some more. All right. All right, I think that's it. Usually there are hits and misses. Like here, I see there are some more down here. So let me go ahead and get these. All right. So let's make our way over to the next trellis. And they're quite loaded. They're in abundance over in this area. The box, it's quite sloped in here, so the box tipped over, but that's okay. All right, so let's start here. Okay, now here we have a combination of black-eyed peas and the yard long beans. Let's see, these are long overdue. Okay, let's get them in the box. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these yard long beans also. They are overdue. They can be shelled and added in also. As mentioned, I really prefer to harvest them when they are in the early stages, to use them as green beans because it's less work. We don't have to do as much shelling. Okay. Okay, we have an issue. Abigail, bring me the vacuum cleaner, sweetheart.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Bring me the vacuum cleaner. Yeah, and so there's a whole bunch of of the babies of the what you call them? The leaf-footed bugs.
And the parent.
So they need to go.
I could bring the.
All right, so let's continue with the harvest. Okay, where are they?
Right there.
That's it.
Hey, this one right here. One right there.
All right. So this is how I keep this population under control. They feed on the seeds of the various fruits. So you know the others they throw away, but I'll get them another time. Okay, I think that's it for that. Okay, so we're gonna continue with the harvest. Try not to take them off with your hand, Kara. That's why I have the scissors. Oh, I see some more here. So let me go get them. Okay. That's a wild bee. They are friendly. They actually helps. We just have to stay out of their way so we don't get stung by them. But the wild bees, they are friendly. They eat the pests that are harmful to the plants. So they help us to keep the populations under control. Okay, if you can bring the box. Okay, so the bees are fine. Okay, yeah, we'll pick this one. Okay. Oh, that's a leaf-footed bug. Let's see if I can get it. Yep, got it. Okay. Thank you for bringing the box, everything. All right, so let's focus on the rest of the plants. It's hard to focus when you have all these bugs hanging off on your plants. They're feeding on the seeds. That's why it's important in terms of pest control.
I see a bug.
Okay, you see some more here. It's important to come out and observe every day, or else the bugs, they will multiply and take over. Okay, let's put those in the box. Okay, let's see. Okay, go ahead and remove these. These aren't well, the plant's too long. Okay. Now these are ready to go. These are Yard long beans. Let's see what else. Okay. Let's get this one that's up here. And it's nice to come out in the nights and check, but we're gonna have to keep up. We'll wait. Okay, so let's get to the next trellis. I think we have this area covered. Not really. Here's a whole bunch still left. Ooh. The only thing with these vacuum cleaners, they run out of power pretty quickly, so it's going to be due for charging shortly. So let me go ahead and take over all even these probably mostly is compost here. All right, I think we got it all. I think we got it. All right, you can take the box around to the other trellis. You have to come this way. You have to go that way because it's blocked off that way. Come that way and put it down on the ground on the other side. All right. So let's see what else we have here. Okay. All right, I think that's it for this side. Let's go to the other side. So this was a really great opportunity to remove all of the dried peas to give the plant wiggle room to keep producing. This is our third ingredient, and that's the okra, my absolute favorite. For okra, you really have to harvest at least. Because I harvested on Friday, it's now Sunday. Look at these okra, unless I missed them. But this is the third ingredient that I'm harvesting. So some of these are already a little too old. They're going to be tough, so I won't use those. Those probably I'll use for seeds. Okra, 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 more okra. If there's one thing I'm gonna have in my garden, it is some okra. Okra is my favorite vegetable. It is so nutritious.
And slimy.
Slimy, but it's nutritious, and I enjoy it all different ways. In fungi, fried, in pepper pot, cook up in rice, cook up and chop up. Any way you have it, even in a okra fritters. Okay, so we're running into some more um, leaf-footed bugs. So we're gonna deal with that shortly. All right, let's see. Okay, you could go back out, Abigail. I'll come and bring the others. I think I can bring those in my hand. I don't understand why you can't get out, Abigail. Okay. All right, here's some okra over here too. I'm seeing cucumbers. That's not a part of it, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it harvested. All right, so here goes the cucumber. And I'm just carefully looking, make sure I didn't miss any of the okra, because as I said, they produce pretty quickly. You have to harvest every day or every other day. Okay, so I think I got them, most of them or all of them. So, oh, there's one hiding right here. Two. Every time you spot, I spot one, then I spot another. So here's one here. And here goes another. Okay. Alright, so, okay, I see another at the start, and then I'm seeing a bunch of cucumbers that I'm missing also. Right, so, getting hot out here, so we're gonna keep moving. Let's see. What else? I think that's it for the okra. You could cut them out there. Alright, so the next thing that I'll be harvesting is the yellow bell pepper or bell pepper, whatever bell peppers I can find. But here are some, these are some mini peppers. So I'll be adding this to my dish. Okay, and I was working my way around. I had some cherry tomatoes. I mean, these are not a part, this will not be added, but since they were there, I went ahead and harvested them. You can see some white spots on them. That is just kaolin clay. That helps reduce the temperature on the leaves, and so the fruits happen. But they are food safe. It's a food grade, and so I could just wash them off. Now here's some more cherry tomatoes, and these are all volunteer plants. I'll go ahead and get these picked. All right, let's see if there's any other pepper that I want. You can see too, it's due time. It's due time for some weed removal. That's getting out of control, so we need to go ahead and get that done. So, are there any other peppers? Let's see. Let's go around and see if we can find more peppers. We're gonna go. Oh, there's one that's kind of sort of turning. I can just use that one. Okay. Alright, so that's it. Those peppers will be included in the dish. Okay. So next we have some eggplant. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I have two types. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest these. Some of these are past their stage, so keep moving. Okay, this one is okay. Okay, so we're gonna test them, make sure that they are fine. Okay, so eggplant, that's our next ingredient. Alright, do you see more? That's it?
No.
Okay,
Look,
so
there's more.
we harvested all of the. Right, so this is what we have so far. We have the long squash. Okay, we have black-eyed peas. We have okra, eggplant, and we will continue with the rest of the harvest. All right, so we're gonna finish up today's harvesting. Believe we have what, 2 more things to harvest or 3 more things, and we've harvested some of the peppers. Now these are some different type of peppers here. We call this the seasoned pepper. So I'm gonna also add this to the dish. Okay, you can see one there, it's dried on the plant. Just gonna sprinkle it here in this pot. All right, let's see if we get some more. You can hear some more seasoning pepper. So this will be added to the other peppers that we have. All right. Okay, so next we are going to get some spinach. All right, so far we've harvested black-eyed peas, long squash, okra, eggplant, and some peppers, sweet peppers. And now we're gonna harvest some spinach. Okay, so this is the first area I'll be harvesting the spinach from. Okay, look at these large leaves. Okay, it's like bigger than the palm of my hands. And this is the Malabar spinach, which vines. I also have the callaloo, so I'll take some of that too, but I have a lot of the Malabar spinach, so I'm certainly going to utilize it. Okay, so that's from this one area. This is some of the Malabar spinach, and then there's some growing along the fence area here, along this fence area, but I think I'm spotting some up here also. Yep, that's right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some from here. Just a couple leaves. I'll just do that another time. But okay, so let's make my way to the fence. We have them growing in several areas here in the partially shaded garden. So here we have a whole bunch also. So we're gonna go ahead and get some from here. The more the better. Like plenty spinach and okra in my pepper pot. All right. I'm gonna try to have these plants, put these plants in more trellis. They need more space to run, and that would have encouraged more leaves. More leaves, the better. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some from this section here also. And then from here, I think there are two more spots that I would like to get some of these leaves from. All right. So just harvesting more spinach. Okay, let's go to the other spot. I think we could get some even more bigger leaves there. So let's go to the other spot around here and see what we could get. All right, let's go to the other spot. Now this one is a volunteer. It's growing in the pot with these callaloo. So this is another variety of summer spinach. But these are larger leaves. So I'm gonna go ahead for the larger leaves. So it grew out of the pot and it's using this mullein berry tree as or shrub as a support. Didn't have a chance to give it any support, but it found itself some support. Oh, look at these nice big leaves. All right.
Yeah, it's getting overfilled.
We can squash them down, that's fine. We can get them to fit. All right.
More leaves, more pictures.
All right. Let's see. I'm just going to take a little bit of this callaloo. I've cut this before, so these are just the those that are resprouting. But the more I sprout them, that will slow down their seeding, and then I could get more leaves. All right, so this is the callaloo. Looks like a lot now, but once you boil it, it boils down to nothing. So, all right, let's go to one more spot. Let's look at these leaves. I mean, they are just absolutely humongous. All right. When you start. All right. So I'm going to do the last harvest of the spinach for today for my pepper pot. And this is the absolute winner of today. More of the Malabar summer spinach. Okay, look at this leaf. All right, it's like almost twice the size of the palm of my hands. And so I'm gonna go ahead I already took the first part of the harvest indoors, so this is gonna go, and I'm gonna take this to join the others. All right, so this is what I have so far. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, get these. This will slow them down from seeding. All right, so I'm gonna add them to what I have here. This is just among all of the spinach. I have some carlo among the mix, but this is the spinach that I will be putting in the pepper pot. So this is it for now. In the second half, we will be making the pepper pot. So I hope you're able to join me for that. Until then, thank you for joining, and I'll see you.